So, good afternoon. We are back again. With another stream. We're going to talk about some transfer news because there's quite a bit of that flying around at the moment. We're going to talk about top Gooners being in absolute bits with Ian Wright's comments on Match of the Day last night. We're going to talk about top Gooners being absolute bits out here determining who is an Arsenal fan based on what they're wearing nowadays. Like, who knew? And we're going to talk about them decisions yesterday, as well as Granit Xhaka being a complete and utter liability. Who knew? Oh, yeah, we all knew. But there we go. Beautiful sunny day. Big up to San Miguel. Big up to all of you lot in the chat. Big up to everyone who's checked out all the fan cams yesterday and all of the people that watched the watch along yesterday. Big up to everybody in the chat. Come on, real ones everywhere today. Like the ting. Smash it up. There's some good games on today as well. So I'll be watching a couple of them later on this afternoon, which is why I'm streaming now. I will be back later on tonight as well. It'll be a pre-recorded video. Every day this month, we will be dropping a transfer video in the evening as well. Sometimes it may be daytime, depending on what other live shows I've got coming up. So I'll keep you posted on all of that. I'm taking them off so I can actually see the screen. And big up to everybody in the chat, man. Come on, listen. Yesterday we played very well up until Granit Xhaka decided to do Granit Xhaka type things. And I've seen a lot of people, we'll start with this before we get on to Aubameyang. I've seen a lot of people crying about this referee. Somebody's even changed his Wikipedia page to Man City fan or something. It's like this is whole mindset of victim mentality is rife in society, and it's even rifer, if that is even a word, within the Arsenal fan base. Arsenal fan base love to be the victims, love to be everyone's against us. There's a conspiracy. The FA have got it in for Arsenal. No disrespect, right? Why would they have it in for a team that ain't won the league for 18 years? Why? Why would they have it in for a team that ain't won the league for 18 years at the end of this season? Why would they do that? It makes no sense whatsoever. If they're going to have it in for anybody, you'd think they'd have it in for Man City or Chelsea or Liverpool, because they're a team that are going to win titles. They are going to compete for the biggest honours. Why would they have it in for us? I don't really understand it. This mentality is stemmed from Arsene Wenger days, where he kept blaming referees. Do you remember the quote he said about when he passes away, he'll ask where the referees are, and that'll determine whether he goes to heaven or hell? Like, I mean, what's that all about? Like, this mentality has got to stop. Right, let's just start off with the Odegaard one. Right, I'm going to show you a clip in a minute. It's on my Instagram. In fact, I can't show you it. I'll get done for copyright. If you go to my Instagram, LeagueUnner82, and go to the Instagram story part on my Insta, you will see a clip on there where Martin Odegaard stamps on Ederson. That is not a penalty. How in any way, shape or form is that a penalty? Yeah, he then throws himself to the floor like he's been sniped from row Z, and then starts moaning and crying that it's a penalty. Arsenal fans obviously fell for the bait. And people, I get why people are saying this. Why didn't the referee go and check it on the monitor? I'll tell you exactly why he didn't go and check it on the monitor, because it wasn't a clear and obvious error. The fact that people are still umming and ahhing as to whether it's a penalty tells you that after about 50 replays. So it's not a clear and obvious error. Hence why he didn't go and check it. The silver one, Granit Xhaka, again, it's on my Insta. Go and check it. It's on the Instagram. They run into each other. Granit Xhaka dangled his leg, and then he pulls him. There's 3 fouls in there. 2, you could maybe say, okay, cool, it's a coming together. But why pull his shirt? You've now given them an opportunity to give a penalty against us. It's a penalty. Why are people not seeing this? I'll tell you why they're not seeing it, because it fits the narrative online. And people love to be liked online. Oh, I have to be liked. Why? You've not got any friends. What's the matter with these people? These people, we already knew what the narrative was going to be as soon as Odegaard didn't get the penalty. Well, it ain't a penalty. Go and watch the actual replay of it. Yeah, he stamped on Ederson's ankle. If anything, it's a foul to Man City. It's a free kick to Man City. So I don't really understand why people can't see this. It just makes no sense to me. And all the time, every time we get a decision go against us, yeah, it's always, oh, there's a conspiracy. Oh, the refs are against us. Nobody is against us apart from our own players at times. Yeah, because it's always Granit Xhaka. Granit Xhaka has given away 6 penalties for Arsenal. The only player who's given away more is Lauren Koscielny, who don't play for us and hasn't played for us for how many years now? He gave away 8. And again, Lauren Koscielny, oh, he's one of our best ever defenders. No, he weren't. Bang average centre-back. Bang average centre-back. I've seen proper centre-backs play for this football club, not people that we hype up as great centre-backs. It's quite clear these people have grown up in an era where centre-backs are nowhere near as good as the era that I grew up in. Hence why they rate average centre-backs to be great centre-backs. And listen, you can't help when you were born, but at least go and watch some of the best centre-backs ever. Go and watch Maldini. Go and watch Tony Adams. Go and watch John Terry. They're proper centre-backs. Yeah, Baresi, proper centre-backs. Carlos Puyol, proper centre-back. Sergio Ramos, proper centre-back. Yeah, not Lauren Koscielny. Turn it in. Granit Xhaka yesterday can cry as much as he wants. He fouled David Silva. And if he hadn't pulled his shirt, it wouldn't have been a penalty. So I don't know why people ain't crying about it. Don't give them the option to give a penalty. The referee, who's been made the scapegoat out of all of this, by the way, actually never gave the penalty. So why is everyone moaning about the ref? Oh, but he went and looked at it on the monitor and gave it. Yeah, because it was a penalty. And it was a clear and obvious error. Hence why he went to look at it. When people know the laws of the game, people might actually stop moaning about referees and VAR and conspiracy theories, because there ain't no conspiracy theory. And if there was, there definitely ain't one against us. We're just not good enough to compete with these teams when you've got players like Granit Xhaka throwing games. Then Rio Ferdinand has come out and spoken about Gabriel Magalhaes and said, if you want to be a top centre-back, you can't lose your head like that. Fact, top Gooners are now on his case. Why? What is it with this mentality of you can't speak the truth? If you do, you're a snake. You're not an Arsenal fan. You've got an agenda. That word agenda, I'll tell you what my agenda is, yeah? My agenda is to win the league. And I'm currently being proven right with my agenda against this club and this manager, because we're 18 points off a title. So when people want to sit and cry about agenda, the agenda is to win the title. That's the aim of elite sport. It's not to come third loser, fourth loser, fifth loser. It's to win the major honours. And we're not going to do that with Granit Xhaka in our football team, unfortunately. Big up to Mr. Pads as well. Oi, Lee, you were wrong about the ref. I'm double R. Been to Broadmoor 2 times. Big up to you, Mr. Pads. Come on. Ref got all the major decisions right, just annoyed we lost. And I think that's what it comes down to. And big up to you, my guy. I think that's what it comes down to. People are annoyed that that was our best performance of the season for 57 minutes, right? And we lost. That's what it comes down to. So now, instead of blaming Granit Xhaka for doing Granit Xhaka type things, instead of blaming Gabriel Magalhaes for doing stupidness, why did he go and clothesline him? Why is he clothesline Jesus? Why is he on the halfway line doing it? He's in the centre circle. Why are you following him up to the centre circle and going, bosh, have some of that? Why? We see him do that quite a lot, by the way. He done it at Old Trafford. Yeah, he's done it loads of times for this football club. He's been booked so many times by fouling on the halfway line. It's mad. Why? Why are you on the halfway line pressing that far up when there's midfielders in front or around him that could do exactly the same as what you're doing? And then you're the next line of defence if he gets through that. You don't need to be so rash. I like Gabriel. I think he's been brilliant this season. But 2 moments of stupidness yesterday, his head popped. His head went. He got done for saying something to the ref. And then he got done for that. And it's like, why would you do that? And Rio Ferdinand's absolutely spot on. If you want to be a top centre-back, you ain't going to be able to do that by doing what you're doing. And he went on as well, Ferdinand, by saying you don't see Diaz doing that. You don't see Van Dijk doing that. And he's absolutely spot on. They calm the defence down. They say, hold on a minute, even though it's an injustice, or we think it's an injustice, we're not going to lose our heads and totally throw the game away. And that is exactly what we did yesterday. And it's not the first time Arsenal have done this, by the way. We have been doing this for 15 years. But people think there's a conspiracy and the refs are against us. Why is it every time we have a game, yeah, other channels put out there, oh, the ref for the game this week is going to be so-and-so. Why? Who cares who the referee is? Like, genuinely, who cares who the ref is? People can blame the ref all they like for yesterday. The ref never gave the penalty to Silva. He never gave it. VAR gave it and said, you've made a clear and obvious error. I think you should go and check it, mate. Like, potentially it's a penalty. And when he goes and checks it, and Granit Xhaka's got half of his shirt, it's a pen. Don't give him that decision to make. If he hadn't have touched his and pulled his shirt, I reckon they wouldn't have given it. Yeah, I still think it was a pen. They clashed knees, but Granit Xhaka, when you watch that again in full speed and in slow motion from every single angle, Granit Xhaka was doing baby giraffe when he planted his right foot. So that put him off balance. He then flicks his left foot out. They clash knees. He's gone straight down and took full advantage of it. He made a meal of it, but there was a bit of contact there. He's gone down and then he's pulled his shirt. It's a pen. If that's up the other end and it ain't given, all of this lot that are crying about agendas and conspiracy theories would be crying that we didn't get it. So you can't have your cake and eat it, people. Yeah, that's a pen. The Odegaard one, he's stamped on the goalkeeper. He's stamped on the goalkeeper. What are people missing? But it sounds good, doesn't it? It sounds like a great story. Oh, look at me. I'm a super fan. I'm going to stand there and say the ref's this and the ref's that. And it's a conspiracy because I want to be liked by absolutely every single part of the Arsenal community. I don't give a shit if people don't like me. I don't care. I've got my friends. I don't need other friends. I don't need to be liked by people. Yeah, the fact and reality is people will never fucking like me regardless of what I say. So I'm going to say what I believe in and what I think is right and wrong. And my factual information couldn't give a shit about your vibes and conspiracy theories. Yeah, facts are facts. You can't argue with them. Fact, it's a penalty. He pulled his shirt. Fact, Odegaard stamped on the goalkeeper and then threw himself like Tom Daly. It ain't a pen. End of. Oh, but Rodri made about 25,000 fouls and didn't get booked until the end. Who cares? Who cares? Yeah, granted, Xhaka could have been sent off twice yesterday. He was on a yellow card and he went flying into a tackle. He was on a yellow card and he literally grabbed Aubameyang and just threw him. So, oh, another one as well. Another one. When Gabriel Jesus got bundled to the floor in the penalty box by Thomas Partey, a super fan's crying about that. Because why didn't that go to the VAR screens? You've got to keep consistent with it, man. At the end of the day, people sit there and go, oh, look how happy he was we lost yesterday. I couldn't give a shit whether we win, lose or draw. This football club ain't winning the league. They ain't winning the league. So until they actually start doing what I want them to do, it's all irrelevant. You know, irrelevant runs of form that come to an end are irrelevant runs of form that come to an end. And when they come to an end without winning a title, they're irrelevant runs of form, aren't they? It's mad. This guy here, big up to you, Spartan Gooner. You're wrong about the Odegaard pen. Bruv, my Instagram link is in the description of this video. It was a pen. Because you say no doesn't make it so. Well, was it given? It wasn't, was it? So it weren't a pen. If you go to my Instagram, LeeGunner82, go onto my story. There is a video on there for about 11 seconds where I've just constantly looped the incident. Yeah, and it's gone in slow motion so you can see it. And you can see that Odegaard stamps on Ederson. How's that a penalty? Yeah, facts don't care about feelings, my bro. Come on. Do a swap deal with Chelsea. Lukaku to Arsenal and Auba to Chelsea. I wouldn't be surprised if Aubameyang goes to Chelsea. When I suggested that a couple of weeks back, everyone laughed at me. Yeah, well, it's not. It's looking a bit more likely now. Lukaku's not going to be getting any game time, doesn't it? Looks a lot more likely that he's going to have a chance again to Chelsea. Why do Arsenal fans go on like the world is against them? Because they love to be the victims. Yeah, they love to big up. They love to take the mick out of every other fan base. Watford beat Liverpool. Is yours gold? Is yours gold? Is yours gold? How about we win another one, mate? How about that? Because we ain't won one for 18 years at the end of this season. And the funny thing is people, I've said this before, people sit there and say I'm negative. But yet when they slag off other teams, it's always is yours gold. So they're holding the club to a trophy standard, a title-winning trophy standard. Yet when I want more of them titles, I'm negative. Most deluded, backwards bent fan base in world sport, let alone football. It's mad. It is actually mad. Big up to King Tony for the donation. Lukaku is not wanted by Chelsea. Arsenal sign him up to get ruined by the fraud. Bro, Lukaku's going to struggle, by the way, to find another football club full stop because Inter fans... can you imagine the top red and blacks out in Inter? They must be going mad at the banner that the Inter fans put up yesterday. Like saying something like, you don't get any respect when you run off in showers. You get full respect when you stay in a storm or something by Lukaku. Yeah, and it's like, so did all the top Inter Milan fans start crying at them fans being negative and toxic? Only in England, right? Only in England, or the Arsenal community, the Arsenal family. If they're a family, well, my roof's leaking, so can you all chip in? You ain't going to chip in, though, are you? Well, I need a new car. You're going to all chip in for a new car. Well, we're not a family then, are we? So stop pretending we're saying. Yeah, we're not. We're all individuals that support the same football club, and nobody can tell me how to support my football club. Yeah, it's not Arteta Football Club. It's not Airport Albert Football Club. It's not Granit Xhaka Football Club. It's not Saka Football Club. None of these paid employees will be at this football club in the next decade. So why are we getting so emotionally attached to them? Like, it makes no sense whatsoever. Like, it genuinely doesn't. Yes, we all like to see good football. Yes, we all like to see players doing well, especially for our club, which is why yesterday I posted out about Martinelli. because out of the 7 shots we had yesterday, Martinelli had 5 of them. So when people say, oh, it's our best performance of the season, for 57 minutes, it was. It was our best performance of the season. It was absolutely fantastic. Let's have it right as well. Man City weren't at the races. So we were brilliant. They were off the boil, but they still found a way to win. And people are blaming it on the referee because it's very easy to divert attention onto somebody to blame rather than looking at yourselves. Because if it's very hard to criticize yourself, isn't it? You always like to criticize others, right? So you fuck up in something you do in your life, you're going to try and pin it on someone else. Yeah, but I only did that because of that and that. You're not going to actually sit there and go, actually, I fucked up. Because not many people would do that, because most people like to put the blame elsewhere because they don't like accepting responsibility. And this is Arsenal fans. When you've got super fans, every single fan cam, the ref's corrupt, the ref ruined the game, the ref this, the ref that. Yeah, I'm surprised the ref never took the penalty. Well, go and have a watch the back of the game. He got every decision right. Then when you look at every top account, and when I say top account, I mean these little fanboy accounts that have got the most followers because they never criticize the football club. Maybe I should set an Instagram page up where it's just super positive. Yeah, and at the end of the year, 2nd of January next year, maybe come back and show you how many followers I've gained on there. Because I guarantee it'd be more than the 15,000 I've got on my current account. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Because if you're toxic positive with everything, that gravitates to all these other people that are toxic positive. When you actually come out with factual information like I do on a regular basis on this channel, people can't handle facts about the club. Rougher in the cut. They can't handle the facts. So people love to sit there and have a go at the people that are speaking with facts and with reasoning and backing their facts. It's very easy to sit there and say, oh, he's wearing a Mahrez shirt. He's not a fan. Who are you? Who are you? Do you know anything about me apart from my YouTube channel? And that I sit wearing a Mahrez shirt when we played Man City. Was it a Man City shirt? No, it weren't, was it? It was an Algeria shirt. Am I Algerian? No, I'm not. Do I have Algerians in the chat crying that I'm wearing an Algeria shirt and I'm English? Did I have England fans coming in crying? No, I didn't. Only Arsenal fans. Why? Because they're the most fragile people in world football. Like, literally, it's mad. I'll wear what I like. I'll do what I like, and I'll say what I like. And as long as it's within the terms and conditions of this platform, I'll continue to keep saying what I want. And ain't nobody going to do anything about it apart from cry and put words on the screen. It's as simple as that. Big up to you, King Tony. Appreciate that, my guy. Big up to Craig. Stupidity cost us the game. And that's exactly what it comes down to. Yeah, it's exactly what it comes down to. Granit Xhaka has this moment in his game and will cost us between 12 and 15 points a season. That ain't even a debate. Like, it's happened every year. Yeah, every year. He does it every season. And he normally does it in games that are normally the most important games against the better teams. Do you remember when he two-footed Son? Do you remember that? He just went whoosh, boom, two-footed him, penalty. Do you remember that? I remember that. Do you remember when he two-footed Rodri up at the Etihad earlier this season? Straight red, bye-bye, see ya. Oh, the refs. And then we folded like a deck of cards. Mad, isn't it? How many times does he do this in big games? How many times does he give away penalties? He done it against Brighton in Unai Emery's first season. Yeah, that potentially cost us top 4. Yes, we lost other games, but again, he was a liability in other games that in that run towards the end of that season. So it doesn't matter exactly. It doesn't really matter. It was a free hit anyway. So I don't get why fans are crying about it. Like, why are they crying? It was a free hit. You know, if Liverpool was a free hit, why ain't Man City a free hit? Oh, because you didn't believe Liverpool was a free hit, but it sounded good, didn't it? I can't stand this fan base. Absolutely can't stand them. Yeah, they are so fragile. They're the victims. I remember our fans for years and years used to laugh at Liverpool. Yeah, always the victims. Hey, you ain't won a title for 26 years. Hey, you ain't won a title for 27 years. Hey, it's now 28 years. Hey, always the victims. Always the victims. Now we've turned into exactly what our fans were calling Liverpool. Victims and not won a title for 18 years at the end of this year. We are not going to win a title with this current manager and with this current set of bottle jobs. We need better players in there. Granit Xhaka ain't good enough. Fact. You know, people are sitting there crying on the player ratings we did yesterday that we gave Tomiyasu a 7, I think it was. Oh, but he's just come back from COVID. Oh, right. Is that a reason to get a higher mark then? How about you put your marks in instead of crying about Kenny and Jez's marks? Well, so because a player's just come back from COVID, we now have to rate him higher than he actually performed because it makes you cry. Where do these people get off? Where do they get off? It's mad. Arsenal beat Arsenal yesterday. That's what happened. And if people can't accept that, cry. Because that's the truth. That's the truth. I'm sick and tired of it. Every single time we lose a game, it's somebody else's fault. It is never the player's fault. It's never the manager's fault. It's always the refs and VAR. Stuart Atwell's a fraud. He's corrupt. Oh, Mike Dean. Factually, and I did this on my when we played Everton on my fan cam after that game, because Mike Dean was in charge and everyone was crying about Mike Dean, Mike Dean. I think we've actually won about 60 odd out of 80 games that Mike Dean has refed in the Premier League and the League Cup and the FA Cup. So statistically, Mike Dean's probably the best referee to referee Arsenal games because we win the majority of them. But because super fans out there start posting out Mike Dean, Mike Dean, Mike Dean, it builds a campaign up against a referee. How about the super fans pick the ref for the next game? How about that? Yeah? Because then they can't cry about it. Fucking sick and tired of it. And I'll call it out all season. I couldn't give a shit. Yeah? I genuinely couldn't care less. Not one of them people is going to say anything. And if they do, just ruin their argument with facts. Yeah? Because they know they're chatting out their arse. Yeah? All these accounts that sit on Twitter and Instagram chatting out their arse. They can't deal with facts. Facts do not care about your dirty little feelings, mate. Oh, the referees. Oh, VAR. Grow up, you absolute weirdos. I don't know why people are crying about the Odegaard pen. If we were given the pen, we were likely going to miss it. We've only scored one pen this season. Wait, it weren't even a pen, though. This is the point. It weren't a pen. He stamped on Edison. And the reason, and our goalkeeper, right, didn't have a lot to do yesterday. I was bemused and baffled and like, wow, what is he doing? He comes out at the end of the game and says, I don't understand why they never checked the Odegaard one. Well, maybe, Mr. Ramsdale, you should go and have a look at the laws of the game, my friend. Yeah, because the laws of the game say that they'll go and check the VAR screen if it is a clear and obvious error. The fact that after 15 flipping replays, nobody could determine whether it was a penalty or not. One replay showed Edison got the ball. The other replay showed it looked like Odegaard got the ball. The replay I've put on my Instagram shows Odegaard stamps on the goalkeeper. Yeah. And then Edison gets the ball. So it's not a clear and obvious error, is it? And the fact that it took so many replays before they even said no, yeah, without even sending him over, shows it's not a clear and obvious error. So I don't know why our goalkeeper don't know the laws of the game. I don't know why our fans don't understand the laws of the game. They will go and check the screen if it is a clear and obvious error. Yeah? It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Big up to Dan Potts. Come on, real one. Dan Potts is a real one, bruv. Love listening to him. Yeah, come on. Big up to Del Boy, man. Go and support Del Boy's channel. Go and support Del Boy's channel. It's mad. And not only that, right? Classy Arsenal, by the way. I just want to say this as well. Classy Arsenal. Why were they all throwing bottles at the goal scorer, Cancelo? Classy Arsenal, yeah? Did you see how many bottles were on the pitch? They're all launching bottles and coins at Cancelo. What if one of them coins spanked him on the head and killed him? What if one of them coins hit him in the eye, took his eye out? Classy Arsenal, yeah? This classy football club that everyone, super fans, top Gooners, constantly say, oh, we're classy Arsenal. Well, if we're so classy, stop throwing bottles and coins at players celebrating goals and stop crying about referees, because that's not classy to do, is it? Why don't you do the classy thing and accept that Granit Xhaka and Gabriel cost us that game yesterday? Oh, and Rob Holding as well. He ain't out of this. Yeah? Why are you headering the ball into your own box? Oh, I'll tell you why. Because you sucked in because you was ball watching. And by the time you got back and recovered, you was off balance, wasn't you? And you were stretching for the ball, which is why it skimmed to their player. Yeah? Another one that ain't good enough for this football club. And people can sit and cry in as much as they want, right? As much as they want. The fact and reality is, right, there's a few players at this football club that are nowhere near the standard. And them players seem to be the ones that play every week. Our best players yesterday, fair play, Thomas Partey, man. That is the Thomas Partey we signed from Atletico Madrid. That is the Thomas Partey that I want to see every week. And it's no coincidence that the manager weren't on the touchline telling him where to pass yesterday. Yeah, and he has his best game against the best team in the league. Really? People are sitting there in my comments saying to me, oh, you've got to give Arteta credit. Why? He weren't at the game. So are we giving Aubameyang credit then for not being at the game? Works both ways. Oh, why would you give Aubameyang credit? Well, because Aubameyang spat his dummy out. Arteta spat his dummy out. They've had a spat, and now Aubameyang's not in the team. We seem to be playing better. So we're giving Aubameyang credit as well then? Yeah? He weren't at the game yesterday. He was in Dubai. with the Gabon team. Well done, Aubameyang. You get credit for yesterday, mate. If Arteta gets credit, so do you, mate. So do you. Do our fans actually think before they open their mouths? It's actually embarrassing. Big up to 7th for Risha. Happy New Year, my bro. I ain't seen you in my chat for time. Hope you're well, buddy. Hope you're well. I actually liked Atwell. Atwell didn't make... listen, he could have booked Rodri a bit earlier. Other than that, what did he get wrong yesterday? I don't understand why our fans are on his case. It's mad. And like I said, go and check my Instagram. Yeah. Oh, it was Rodri. Sorry, not Cancelo. It was Rodri. Thank you. Go and check my Instagram story. You'll see the loop of it. I can't show it because I'll get done for copyright. Go and check it. Lee Gunner 82. Go to story and go to the bit where Odegaard and the goalkeeper are sliding in. Yeah, or the goalkeeper's sliding in. He stamps on the goalkeeper. That ain't a penalty. Yeah, it's as simple as that. But people don't like the truth. They don't like the truth, innit? How is Holding still playing? Well, listen, we've protected his value, mate. So we protected his value. We signed him up. His value is worth about 50 quid, mate, whether he was under contract or not. He is useless. Absolutely useless. Honestly, we need to come together instead of fighting about Arsenal. Bro, I'm sitting here putting my opinions out every single day. And I get told, I've had loads of people send me tweets about me today. This guy had a field day when I got suspended. So why are you all tweeting about me? Oh, he's not an Arsenal fan. He's not an... Well, who are you then? He's not an Arsenal fan. He was wearing a Mahrez shirt. Yeah, because Mahrez, I rate. And big up to Algerian Gooners Supporters Club who sent me that. Yeah, Arsenal Algerian Gooners Supporters Club sent me that shirt. They bought me the shirt and sent me it with Mahrez 7 on the back. Big up to my boy Salim. Yeah, and when I can get into Algeria, because the borders are only over there, 3-hour boat trip away, and when they're open, I will be going to Algeria. So yeah, but because I've worn an Algeria shirt, with Mahrez's name on the back, I am apparently not an Arsenal fan. Well, since when have you lot been the fan police? Yeah, it's Arsenal Football Club, mate. The club is the star. Yeah. Oh, stop complaining. Oh, yeah, you can't. You need the views, bro. Go and check my most viewed videos. They're all wins. How about that? 1 million views every month, my friend. And last month, I think it was 910,000 views. I only did 1 stream a day apart from match day. And I think we lost 2 out of 2 out of 8 games last month. So why did I get nearly 1 million views when we won 6 out of our 8 games? How is that even possible? Or 5 out of our 7 games or whatever it was. How is that even possible? If I need the views, how? I don't get it, mate. I don't get it. Yeah, come on, that's standard from that lot, mate. They have to keep the agenda going. Yeah, they have to. They have to keep doing it, man. Yeah, fan police, bruv. Who are these fan police? 14-year-old little wet wipes telling adults that have been to 500+ games that they're not fans. Like, who are these people? Like saying that Kenny and Jez ain't fans. Bruv, between us all, we've been supporting the club over 100 years. Like, who are these people? I find it hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Yeah, spare a fault for these poor snowflakes. Bruv, it's funny. I say it all the time. There is thousands and thousands of channels out there, but people still come back and cry about me every day. Like, why are you watching me? I'm sure there's other people live. If you don't like it, go and watch them instead. You know, I even actively give you the accounts that are live. You can go and watch them. Like, it's funny. It's funny. Big up to Will, man. Happy New Year. What worries me about society is how they go out their way to voice their displeasure over something that does not matter to them. It's LG's channel, not yours. Mind your biz. Exactly, bro. Oh, bro, without these people, I wouldn't be full-time on YouTube. So I appreciate each and every one of them coming and crying every day. Keep doing it. I'm going to trigger them even more this year. Yeah, I'm going to go and buy myself... Who else do I rate as a baller? Maybe I could get a Grealish England shirt. Would that be allowed? Would that be allowed? Who else shall I get? Shall I get a Martial France shirt? Because I rate Martial. I might actually do that. I might actually get and wear them on the days that we play them teams, just for the banter. Yeah, because I'll rate who I like and wear what I want. And I don't care what anyone tells me, man. I'm 40 in 6 months. And until you're fucking me, feeding me, or financing me, I'll do what the fuck I want. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. But anyway, Granit Xhaka out. Get him out. Why is he still here? Yeah. Can somebody tell me why he is still at this football club? Can somebody tell me why we signed him up to a new deal? Like, I genuinely do not understand how this guy is still at this football club on a new and improved deal. It makes no sense to me. Not only that, why does he play every game? He must have something in his contract. That's the only explanation, because Arteta plays him every game he's fit. Unai Emery played him every game he was fit. And Arsene Wenger played him every game he was fit. That's a great shout. Get a Malpai shirt. Jesus Christ, I'm doing that. Who's he play for? He's French, isn't he? I don't think he gets in their squad, though, but I'll get his name on the back for the banter. Yeah, shall I get a Zola Italy shirt? I'm not even fucking with you. Every month I'm going to treat myself to a new shirt with a different name on the back. Yeah, because I've seen how many people are so rattled that I've worn a Mahrez shirt. Where was this rattling? Why weren't they so rattled when we got pumped 5-0 at the Etihad and I had it on? Why didn't they care then? Why do they care now? Why didn't they care at the 5-0? A Harry Kane England shirt, that's a shout. Because I do actually rate Kane as well. A Son South Korea shirt, that could be a shout, yep. I do like Son, and I do an Adebayor shirt, yep, come on. Lukaku Belgium shirt. No, I wouldn't waste my money on Lukaku, bro. I can't lie. Maybe a Tillemans one. Or a Kevin De Bruyne. Maybe a Tillemans or De Bruyne. Big up to Mark 4. People crying about the penalty not given, but if we hadn't pressed self-destruct button, we wouldn't have even needed it. Exactly, and that's the point, mate. Like, Arsenal, and thank you for that. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Yeah, and this is the point. People love to make a scapegoat out of something. Yeah, so they want to blame the ref. They want to blame VAR. Why not actually look at yourselves? We capitulated. We hit the fuck it switch. Yeah, Granit Xhaka does it every week, but it went unnoticed in other games because we won the game. He does it all the time. He is not a good footballer, mate. Yeah, a Ronaldo shirt. No, I don't like Ronaldo. I don't like him. I respect what he's done, but I don't like him. Yeah, I don't like him. No, I know he plays for Brighton, you jokers. I mean, what nation? I'm not going to buy a Brighton shirt. I want it for their country. Yeah, it's like I'm sitting in an Algeria shirt and people are crying. I didn't see any Englishmen in the chat or English women in the chat crying. I'm wearing a foreign country's shirt. Only Arsenal fans crying that I've got Mahrez on it. Yeah, so I'm going to do it all season now. Every month, I'm going to go and get myself a new international shirt with a Premier League player's name on the back of a team or a player that I rate that plays in the Premier League. Yeah, because I am going to have this lot on strings all season. Yeah, I'm going to have them on strings. They want to sit and cry about me. Cool, I'll trigger you and give you something to cry about. Only one real one. Love watching your videos. Take care. Thank you very much, Lucas. Listen, I just say it as it is. Like I've said a million times before, I couldn't care less about getting a Manscaped or a Boohoo deal. Listen, if they want to come along and we want to talk business, cool. But I ain't interested in chasing that and going all out and being sponsor friendly. Yeah, I've got no filter for a reason because I ain't interested in that. I do well off of this. Yeah, we could all do better. Of course we can. We can always better ourselves. But at the end of the day, I'm not actively out here twerking to not say what I actually believe just so I can get a deal. Do you see what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that ain't saying it as it is, mate. There's a lot of them. Yeah, maybe this year I might just actually name and shame a lot of them. I couldn't care less. Yeah, there's a lot of them that say one thing off camera and one thing on camera. A lot of them. There's a lot of people that say one thing in the group chat and a different thing on camera or their Twitter accounts. A lot of them. I might actually do a video and name and shame a lot of them. Yeah, because then your opinions on these people might actually change. Do you know what I'm saying? Because these people are seen as, oh, yes, they're the best. They're the best. When they're lying through their fucking teeth. But there we go. There we go. Xhaka Swiss shirt. Bruv, I had a Xhaka shirt, an Arsenal one, and I'll never do that ever again. And the only reason I had that shirt is my mate, who's funny enough called Granit, is Albanian. And he told me that Granit Xhaka was a great footballer, so I got his name and number on the back. Oh, dear. Even he's disowned him. Even he's disowned him now. He supports Villa, my mate. He goes, no, he goes, I can see now. I can see. Yeah. And this is the thing. People are saying that we were robbed yesterday. We were robbed. We were robbed. Yeah, we were. 35 million for Granit Xhaka is daylight fucking robbery. Absolute robbery. 35 mil for that. Every time I look at N'Golo Kante, I think we could have signed you for 3 mil less. Well done, Wenger. Big up to Zamir Patwa. Happy New Year, my guy. I hope you and your big fat bird, your little budgie, are having loving life. I agree. Fans blaming the ref is piss. Bro, I'm just going to highlight them all season. Yeah, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to go down the fucking narrative of just saying what's fashionable. I'm going to say what I believe in and the truth. Right? And the fact is, like, It's mad. Big up Mark Viduka. Good day, mate. This is the same guy that wanted Ralph Hasenhüttl and thinks Pepe is better than Saka. Stop acting like you have ball knowledge and it's out of this world. Pepe is better than Saka. Come back to me when Saka scored more Arsenal goals than Pepe and we'll have the debate. I think he's still about 9 behind him, mate, and he's played double the minutes. What are you talking about? Ralph Hasenhüttl is a better manager than Arteta. What's your point? I don't understand what you're trying to say, mate. I don't get it. Ralph Hasenhüttl is a better football manager than Arteta. That ain't even a debate. I don't get your point. Get a Mike Dean shirt. Maybe I should get a Mike Dean face mask. Get a face mask and do a watch along with the Mike Dean mask on when he refs our next game. Cheers, guys. Drinking in the haters' tears today, ain't we? Jeez. Jeez. Who else should we get on the shirt? We'll talk about Aubameyang in a minute. Gendouzi French shirt. Yes, that is a shout. That is a shout. That is a shout. And I'll wear all the shirts back to front just to wind everyone up. It's the hipsters. Yes, the hipsters. The hipsters. Happy New Year, Ali G. Boyakasha. Bro, do you know the only reason I'm grounded is because the way I hear people talking about this football club is like, we're going to win everything. We're the greatest team in the world. We've got the best players in every position in the league. Right, I'll go through it. Ramsdale, apparently, is the best keeper in the world. Best keeper in the league, if you listen to our fans. One of the top Gooners was sitting on Lad Bible the other day saying he gets in Man City over Edison. Are you on crack? Are you smoking pipe? How does Edison get dropped for Ramsdale? Sorry, mate. Ramsdale's been superb, but Edison, nah, mate. You're talking next level here. Yeah. Then you go right back. Tommy Cafu, our fans were calling him. Best right back in the league, apparently. Tierney, best left back in the league. Listen, I love Tierney, but nah, not currently, no. Centre backs. Oh, Benjamin White and Gabriel. What a duo. How comes we conceded more goals at this stage of this season than we did last season? We had Luiz and Holding and Bellerin and Kolasinac dipping in here and there. We've conceded more goals than we did at this stage last season. How's that possible? We're going to concede more goals at the end of this season than we did last season. We're already on 22 or 23. That's 15 or 16 behind what we conceded last season. So don't understand why people like to not say it as it is. But like I've said, the easiest way to build up an account on social media is lie. The easiest way to build up an account on social media is be sickly, toxic, positive, and everything sparkles and unicorns about the football club. Because the majority of people that I see in my chat that live abroad that have said this to me multiple times have said, we feel closer to the club by being positive about it. Yeah, we want to buy the merch. We want to say the positive things about it because we've got mates that live around the corner for us or work with us in our offices that are Chelsea and Liverpool and United. So we want to back our team. So we're positive about it. So it's very easy to build up an account to hundreds of thousands of followers if you're sickly, toxic, sweet and positive about it. If you're like me and say it as it is, you're going to grow, but you're going to grow a lot slower. If I was sucking off the Mikel Arteta process, I'd probably be on 250,000 subs by now. Especially if I was boosting off Mesut Ozil as well. Oh, he's the best playmaker ever. Could you imagine that one? I'm supposed to believe people that have been home and away for 30 odd years. Seen Liam Brady, Paul Merson, yeah, Dennis Bergkamp, rate Mesut Ozil, turn it in. Yeah, turn it in. It's all for traction. He's got more followers on the internet than Arsenal. Of course, people rate him because it gets them followers. Yeah, this is how it works. I ain't interested in how many followers I've got on Instagram. I ain't interested in how many followers I've got on Facebook. I haven't even streamed to Facebook for about 2 weeks. I ain't interested in followers on there. I get paid on here. Yeah, and I'm going to say what I believe in and what I think is right. We're not finishing top 4 this season. I've said it all season. Yeah, we have slightly improved in terms of we don't seem to be rolling over anymore when we go behind. But having said that, Man City were off the boil yesterday. Whether that was down to Arsenal being superb and them just not being at it, or whether it was just they weren't at it and that made us look great. For me personally, I'm going to be real with it. I thought we were fucking brilliant yesterday. Yeah, and I said that all the way through the watch along. I thought we were superb up until Granit Xhaka happened. Yeah, and that made Man City look poor yesterday, which is why so many people are now blaming the referee because they're devastated that that knob, yeah, and then the other muppet, Gabriel, cost us the game. They cost us the game. Granted, Xhaka didn't pull his shirt. It's not a penalty. We end up winning the game probably because they didn't look like scoring. I think that was their first shot on target. Yeah, so people can blame the ref all they like. It ain't a pen, mate. Thank you for your honesty. As a City fan, you're a proper Gooner, Lee. Less said about the other fan channel talking shit. You're a real one. Merry Christmas and New Year. Big up to you, Jordan Williams. Big up to you, mate. It must be a joy to watch your team week in, week out. Steamroll in the Premier League, turn it into a Farmers League. It must be a joy to have a proper manager in charge, mate. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you as well, bro. Blessings to you and the family. What's wrong with Hassan Hootle? Exactly, bro. People love to chat rubbish. They love to chat rubbish. Hassan Hootle, I'll take over Arteta just like that. Big up to Eunice Talks Football. Bro, come on. Tell me you've hit the 100, bro. I'm going to see. Tell me you've hit the 100, Eunice. Come on, I'm looking now. Tell me you're on that 100K, baby. Oh, man, you're 1,600 away. Listen, I'm going to stick Eunice's link in the chat. Let's get Eunice up a little bit closer. Anyone who's not subscribed to Eunice, man, go and follow that link I've just put in the chat. 100K placking coming real quick by the end of this month, perhaps. I'll be real. The ref got it all spot on yesterday. I don't see what the fuss is about. Arsenal done a lot better than expected, but City grinded it out. Gabriel let your lot down. Big up, Lee. Thank you, Eunice. Exactly. He got everything spot on. Listen, Ian Wright, yeah, I don't like Ian Wright. I loved him as a player. Can't stand him now he's not a player of this football club. Yeah, the amount of waffle the guy talks is exactly why he blocked me, because I called it out. Right? But he sat on Match of the Day yesterday and said that the ref got everything spot on. Between the ref and VAR, everything was spot on. Now, all the people that like Wrighty and lulled him up to be the Messiah are now all having a dig at him. Well, you can't have your cake and eat it. You can't have your cake and eat it. He's played the game. As much as I don't agree with half of what he says, he's sat there and he's actually said it as it is for a change. Yeah, so big up to him. I know he watches the channel, hence why he blocks me everywhere. Yeah, big up to him. Like I said, he was my idol as a kid. Loved him. I was the white Ian Wright, baby. And I didn't like the way he was flipping and flopping through the Wenger in out. Like one channel in, next channel out. Next in, next out. Which is why I called it out. Yeah, and yeah, it's mad. Come on, you're getting there, man. Real quick as well. Listen, end of this month. End of this month. Good luck with your game today. I'm going to watch that. I've got to go to Fengarola in a little bit. I need to go there quickly, and yeah, and then I'll be back. Hopefully, fingers crossed, in time to watch that game. I understand Lukaku's not in the squad, so yeah, you got a bit of a dilemma. We'll talk about that on Tuesday, man, on the show. So yeah, you got a big dilemma there. £100 million on a footballer. Inter Milan fans don't want him back, and like I said earlier in the show, like of the top Inter fans, like the top black and blues out there, black and blue stripes of the top black and blues out there, cussed off all the fans that held the banner up saying, we appreciate people who stay through a storm, not people that leave in a shower. Yeah, of all the top Inter fans kicked off on them saying they're toxic and negative. Oh no, it's only in England that's happened. Yeah, okay. But yeah, as I was saying before I read this comment out, Arsenal yesterday didn't roll over and capitulate. Yeah, we did fold, but we didn't fold on an epic scale. Now it's going to be interesting to see what we do against Liverpool on Thursday, because that's a big cup game and that can get us into the final, or get us one step into the final anyway. I fully believe we'll beat them. I think we will beat Liverpool. But normally when we lose against a decent team, we then go and drop points in the next game. The next game is Liverpool. Yeah, we can't drop points in that. We can get a hiding, or we could end up coming out going, yes, come on. And if we get to the League Cup final, well, I want to win it anyway. And this is what makes me laugh. This is how deluded our fans are, because they're going to lord that cup up like it's the Champions League if the Arteta wins it. But for over a decade, our fans have sat online saying it's the shit cup. I haven't. Anyone who watches me knows I want to win the cups. I've seen Arsenal win 12 cups. That's without the titles. That's without the 5 titles. I've seen Arsenal win 12 cups in my lifetime, 17 trophies in total. 5 of them are league. 5 of them are Premier League or Division 1 titles. 89, 91, 98, 02, and 04. And for me personally, that's the order of how good they were as well. So when people sit and go, "Is yours gold? Is yours gold? Fantastic achievement. You're holding us to a title-winning standard. So why can't I decide that I want more titles? You're negative if you want to win a title. But that's how society is. And it's no coincidence that Arsenal have more of these people in their fan base than any other fan base. There's more snowflakes within the Arsenal community than any other football fan base in world football. It's mad. I actually think it's one of the first Arsenal games against the top teams I've actually enjoyed. That should be the standard every game. Happy New Year to you, William. And you're absolutely spot on, mate. You are spot on. That was an actually really good game yesterday. Martinelli nearly scored goal of the season. Yeah, how good was he yesterday, by the way? Yeah, he was superb. Thomas Partey played his best game for the club. Kieran Tierney played pretty well, apart from Mahrez. Mahrez sold him, man. Mahrez literally took his soul at one point. Yeah, my baller, yeah? My baller done wifey. What's that all about? It was a little bit of a conflict of interest down that right side, I can't lie. but yeah, it's mad. Big up to you. There's no problem having an opinion change. No, there isn't. You can change your opinion. Of course, people can. Everyone can change their opinion. What I get effed off about is when people change their opinion from one game to the next. Arteta in, Arteta out. Wenger in, Wenger out. Wenger in, Wenger out. Let's not forget, literally a month ago, 99.9% of our fans wanted the manager sacked. Fast forward 1 month, you're now negative if you want him sacked. Well, hang on a minute. December when we lost to Everton, mate, you all wanted him sacked. Like this that's why I don't flip and flop. People who say, "Oh, you've got an agenda." Yeah, it's to win the title, and we're 18 points off. And then you get people say, "Yeah, but Lee, you can't win the title with that squad." Well, I'll tell you what we could have done. We didn't have to put a rookie in charge, and we didn't have to go down Project Youth settings, did we? We could have gone and got Antonio Conte and gave him £250 million that Arteta spent, and we could go for Project Win the Title. Yeah? And that's why I get the ump. That's why I'm salty. That's why I'm going to call this club out. I'm going to hold it to account. Yeah, we smashed a beautiful stadium down to go and compete with the best in the world. Yeah? To go and compete with the best in the world. We ain't done that. We ain't done that. But now it's a moral victory losing 2-1 to Man City. That's not my football club, mate. Yeah, my football club was classy Arsenal. Yeah, classy Arsenal that used to go out there with their chests out and say, yeah, come and have a go then, mate. Yeah, and we'd try and have a go every week and we'd be competitive. Yeah, we wouldn't win it every year. Yeah, we finished 12th. I've seen us finish 12th. I've seen us finish 10th. Yeah, but guess what? The season we did that, we won the cup double. And then that qualified us for another competition called the Cup Winners' Cup. Right? And this is why I say this all the time. That Cup Winners' Cup, we then went and won it. So if you don't win the league and you finish 2nd, 3rd or 4th, 5th or 6th, or now 7th, you qualify for another competition. If you don't go and win that competition, you've now failed twice because you haven't won the league, which is the aim of every team in the league, is to go and win it. And if that ain't the aim, why are you in it? Right? But then you haven't won it and you get a little backup prize of, well, you've competed in the league this season, you finished 2nd, you can have Champions League, all the way down to Conference League. You don't then go and win that competition, you've now failed again. We were doing that rinse and repeat for 2 decades. 2 decades. And that ain't good enough. Yeah, we smashed the stadium down to be the best. We were the best when we smashed it down. So why can't I hold the club accountable for that? Mad, isn't it? Anyway, before we wrap this up, I'm going to talk about Aubameyang and Eddie Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah is linked with Bayer Leverkusen. Listen, players can now, that are coming down to the last 6 months of their contract or in the last 6 months as they are, can actually go and speak to an overseas team and do a pre-contract agreement. Eddie Nketiah is apparently in talks with Leverkusen of all teams, which I find amazing. Just goes to show that if he does go there, he's got no ambition whatsoever because that league is shit. Yeah, that league is crap. Literally, worst out of all the top leagues. Worst out of all the top leagues. Yeah, it's not great. But he will look like a superstar out there, which is maybe why he's wanting to go there. Maybe it's just paper talk. I don't know. But listen, I don't dislike Eddie Nketiah. He's never done anything for me to go, you're a liability, you're a prick, you're this, you're that, like Granit Xhaka. Yeah, you're not good enough. That's all it is. You're just not good enough. Yeah, you're not good enough to play for Arsenal. Yeah, you'll look good here and there. You'll get your little hat tricks. And listen, he's been absolutely superb. Yeah, because believe it or not, clip that. Somebody clip that. Screen grab it. Because apparently I don't give credit where it's due. Maybe these people don't watch it when I do. I'm a poet. I fully know it. Because I do give credit. And everyone that watches this channel on a regular basis, I see you all here. Yeah, Nathan, Mr. Waffle, Gennady. Yeah, I see you all here. Chris Ward. Yeah, I see you all in here. FPL Aussie. Loads and loads. I could keep reeling it off. Caps. There's loads of you in here that watch me every day. Freddie, who's on the screen now. Yeah. Everybody who watches me on a regular basis knows that I give credit where it's due. Right? But these people just sidestep straight past that. I'll give Eddie and Nketiah credit where it's due. He has got us through every single round of that League Cup so far. Now, let's see if he can do it against Liverpool. Yeah, do it against Liverpool, bruv. Get us into that final. If we get to that final, I want to win it. Yeah, I want to win it either way. I've seen us win our only 2 League Cups. I've seen us win them both. Seen us win them both. Yeah, it's mad. It's actually mad. If Conte had come to Arsenal, who would he have signed? He probably would have signed Victor Moses and Edin Dzeko. But listen, if he had come to Arsenal, we probably would have had Saliba in that team somewhere. Guendouzi wouldn't have gone. I fully believe Guendouzi would have been at this club if Conte was still here. Yeah, I love Guendouzi, man. Yeah, I think he's class. But top Gooners and super fans don't, because he never apologised. Yeah. Well, why would he apologise? He was sticking up for our goalkeeper that you were all jizzing over, saying he's the best in the league. But then Ramsdale comes along and now he's not any good anymore. Like, this is why I don't listen to these top Gooners and super fans. They changed their wind. They changed their wind. They talk wind. They changed their mind and their views more than they changed their undercrackers, mate. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Then when they peel their undercrackers off, they're all stuck together, like, because they jizz over certain things that you shouldn't be jizzing over. It's like, come on, man. Why don't you actually stop trying to play the game in terms of getting followers, getting the most views on next man's channel? You're a sideman. I've said this enough times. Why don't you get views on your own channel instead of twerking for sideman? Like, twerking as a sideman. You're twerking for the main man. Let's all run down as quick as we can, because my man's thrown a couple of quid at us. But what we'll do is we won't do anything on our own channel. Jesus Christ. These people crack me up. I find it all hilarious. Like, big up to everyone watching live as well. Our fans are mental, man. They're crazy. Yeah, exactly. See, I do give credit. People know I give credit that watch me every day, mate. Yeah, like you. Yeah, you watch me every single day, and I appreciate that, mate. Yeah, but people don't see that where I give credit. I gave Arteta, I think it was 9 or 10 out of 10 the other week. Yeah, nobody's clipped that and shared that round, have they? But they've clipped me in an Amara shirt yesterday. Oh, he doesn't support the club. How about stop crying, mate? Yeah, I'm 40 and I've supported the club my whole life. Yeah. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Exactly. I do give credit. People know I give credit. Big up, Zoe. How you doing, darling? Hope you're well, babe. Granite's the best in the Premier League. Yes, he is a world-class twat at giving away penalties. 6 penalties he's given away for Arsenal. Actually, I'm mad. I want to share a few stats as well before I come to Aubameyang. Because I've seen some of these stats yesterday, which it was on Orbinio Twitter account that somebody sent me. So I'm going to find it. Where are we? Because I can still search on Twitter. I just can't do anything. I'm suspended permanently. IP ban. Arsenal are only one of 2 teams not to concede a goal from a corner in the Premier League this season, along with Wolves, which is pretty mad. So the set piece coach is obviously doing his job. Arsenal are only the 4th team to lead against Man City at any point in the Premier League this season, but we're the first team to lose from a winning position against them this season. Arsenal's defeat saw Arsenal lose at home on New Year's Day for the first time since 1985. Any guesses for who we lost against? Does anybody know? Stick it in the chat real quick. Who did we lose against? 3, 2, 1. Come on, baby. Stop Googling it. Who did we lose to? New Year's Day, 1985. Come on. Come on. The older heads should know this. Jez will know this. Jez will know this. It weren't Middlesbrough. It weren't Chelsea. Keep going. Keep going, baby. I'm going to give you another 10 seconds. It was Spurs. Yeah, the real ones got it. Nah, come on. That was a hard question, to be fair. But yeah, it was Tottenham. It was Tottenham. But let's continue. Let's continue with some of these stats. Arsenal have picked up red cards in 3 of their last 5 Premier League games against Man City. None in that 6 before that. 3 pens in 11 games against Man City, which, there you go. It's hardly an agenda, is it? It's hardly a conspiracy against Arsenal. Why would the FA have a conspiracy against Arsenal? We're shit anyway. Why would they want to make us even more shit? Arsenal have picked up a red card in the last 5 meetings. Just read that. Gabriel Martinelli had 5 of Arsenal's 7 shots yesterday. If he scored the goal, nobody would be crying anyway. Amazing that Man City so far clear, having already played away at Anfield, Stamford Bridge, the Emirates and Old Trafford, White Hart Lane and the King Power Stadium. So I'm saying the title's done. My loan to Man City is looking great. Oh, you're such a fake fan. How dare you be on loan to Man City? How about keep crying? I'll do what I want. I love how I wind people up. It's like, mate, if you don't like me, don't watch it. Arsenal have become the first side in Premier League history to receive 100 red cards, with the Gunners having 11 players sent off under Mikel Arteta in the competition already. 11 in 2 years. Wow. Also more than any other side since his first game in charge. Wowee. Arsenal young players, 21-22 season. Smith Rowe, 8 goals, 2 assists. Bukayo Saka, 6 goals, 4 assists. Well done. He stepped up recently. Stepped up massively recently. That goal yesterday was sick as well. Odegaard, Gibraltar guard, Norwich guard. Yes, 4 goals, 3 assists. Gabriel Martinelli, 4 goals, 2 assists. And what's Lacazette on this season? Does anyone know Lacazette's stats this season? But anyway, listen, let's talk about Aubameyang before we wrap this up. Yeah, come on, man. Mate, this is why, right? If people didn't speak about me constantly, right, I wouldn't wind them up. No, I genuinely, like, this lot had a field day that I got suspended off Twitter. My mate has sent me today, I keep telling him to stop sending me them. My mate has sent me today about 30 or 40 different people's tweets about me. And it's like, why are you tweeting about me? You got me kicked off the platform, mate. Yeah, I got suspended off the platform. I was trending #1 in the world for 36 hours when I got suspended. And then this lot are now sitting there talking about me, even though I'm not on the platform. Oh, we've got that toxicity off the platform, but now you've put it back on the platform. Backwards. But if they didn't do it, I wouldn't wind them up. That's why I'm going to treat myself, when I get paid every month, I'm going to treat myself to a brand spanking new international team shirt with one of my favourite players from the Premier League's name and number on the back. And when we play against that guy's Premier League team, shirt on backwards, I'm going to rattle them all season. And there ain't nothing they can do about it. Absolutely nothing, apart from cry more. 6 minutes gone, Brighton are winning 1-0. But yes, Aubameyang, literally Aubameyang. Brighton, by the way, no free hits for Brighton. They can go to Stamford Bridge, get a result. They can go to Anfield, get a result. I'm sure they've beaten Man City since Potter's been manager. No free hits for Brighton. But anyway, when I suggested or dared to suggest that get Cavani, yeah, I do actually like Cavani, that Aubameyang could go to Chelsea. Firstly, Chelsea fans were going mad at me, saying, it's impossible. No, you're a disgrace. Blah, 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 blah. And Arsenal fans were saying, we just want him gone. We just want him gone. But I don't think he'd go to Chelsea. Fast forward, Lukaku is now out of favour. Aubameyang's in Dubai already with the Gabon national squad. And all of a sudden, this could actually probably be a thing, couldn't it? And you know what? He wouldn't have to move house. All he's got to do is just drive a little bit further in his car. And I'm sure he can afford the fuel on 375 grand a week. So big up to James. Appreciate it, man. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised one bit if Aubameyang did end up at Chelsea. I wouldn't be surprised if he went to City, but I think now City are so far clear, they don't need a striker. Chelsea do need a striker. If Chelsea want to try and claw their way back into this fight, firstly, they've got to win today. And secondly, they need to go and buy themselves a striker. Yeah, and you were linked. Exactly, Max says you were linked. He was very close to joining you last year, apparently, from what Fabrizio Romano says. So I don't want Lukaku. I don't think we need Lukaku. Lukaku's a good player, but I don't think we need him. I think we need somebody a bit younger, somebody that's not got a chip on his shoulder like he's a prime footballer of elite standard, like, I don't know, who are we talking about? Lewandowski, Benzema. The fact that he came out and said that he thought his next club would be Real Madrid or Bayern Munich. Like, really? You're mad. You're actually mad. But there we go. He thinks he's Drogba. That's exactly what he thinks he's Drogba. Why did you get suspended? I called somebody a word, mate, that begins with S and ends with C. Tick at the end. Yeah. So I called somebody that and I got suspended. But there we go. It is what it is. I really couldn't care because all of these little babies that sit on there and cry about me with their 30,000 followers, when they actually go and do videos on other people's channels, none of their 30,000 followers go and watch them for some reason. They end up with 400 views and 300 views. It's like, where's all your followers then, mate? But there we go. But listen, I'm going to have to wrap this up. I've got to be somewhere in 50 minutes. I just realised the time. Erling Haaland could be a player that ends up at Chelsea, even though I don't think he will end up in the Premier League. If Chelsea throw enough money at it, he might do. But just on Aubameyang, if we was to rip his contract up, we save about 27, 28 mil. So that could be a way for him to get to Chelsea. Chelsea could put him on an 18-month contract. He's played with Tuchel before. Who knows? Who knows? And he has a chance of winning the Champions League, doesn't he? So yeah, man. But listen, big up to everybody who's watched live, man. Big up to Kennedy, man. 1:10. Go and get some shut-eye, my guy. And thank you to everyone who's watched live, man. Listen, smack the likes up on this video. There's still nearly 900 people watching this. Not even on 400 yet, man. So yeah, come on. Big up to all the real ones in the building. And yeah, when I get paid at the end of this month, I might do a poll on it. I might just stick a poll out somewhere so you guys can pick which shirt with which player's name on the back. Anyway, we're out of here. Have a wonderful afternoon. Arteta out. Super fans out. Top Gooners out. Granit Xhaka out. What else we got? Who else? AirPod Auba in. And have a wonderful afternoon. I'll be back again later on tonight with a transfer video. That'll be at 9 o'clock tonight, UK time. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And then I'll be back again tomorrow with rants. That's going to be fireworks as always. So come and join in tomorrow, 4 p.m. UK time. Have a wonderful evening. Arteta out. Laters.